Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here at the 43rd parallel northern latitude, at the same geographical latitude as Canada or Maine, Pier Fazio is growing tropical fruits in an old broken greenhouse he inherited from his father. You cannot really call them growing outdoors, but they are also not really growing indoors. And still he is managing to grow guanabana, which collectors in all of Italy say is impossible to grow in an unheated greenhouse, even in the south, even on the island of Sicily. However, here we are hundreds of miles further north. We are in the conquered Africa, on the French-Italian border. We are on the southern slopes of the Alps, at the same geographical latitude as southern Canada or Maine, more or less a little bit further north than Toronto or than Portland, Maine, not Portland, Oregon. And still look at that. Look at this guanabana grown here without heating in a more or less openish greenhouse. The tree is over 2.5 meters tall. It's lush and green. Often even in Borneo I haven't seen trees that lush and that green. Look at how bushy it is, how nice it is spreading. And for that size, it has quite an amazing yield. About 10 fruits, as big as a human fist, more or less. Fazio says 40 days ago they were basically the size of a walnut. And here we have a couple tiny, here are the good size ones. And here we have already the next generation. I want to show them the tiny ones over there. Oh, where are they? Okay, I of course don't want to damage the tree. So basically 40 days ago, they were about this size, right? Correct? So in 40 days, they grew from the size of a small walnut to the size of a quite elongated human fist. They are being pollinated by hand, and most probably those will be ripe. What did you say, in early October?
Early October, yeah.
Last year he had his first fruits that ripened in winter, 1.5 kilograms, but not really tasty, he said, because it ripened in winter. This time they will ripen throughout the summer. Like, believe me, the summer here in Italy is very hot. And so he hopes for a much better taste and of course a much better yield with 10 fruits and only going upwards from there. Not sure when and if all the small ones and the flowers will ripen, but probably long after those here develop. We are now here in the mid of August, so we will not be able to try the fruits. It would be a waste to pick them right now. Pity, and we will not be back in October for a taste test, but you cannot always be in time for the ripe fruits. Here's a slightly even bigger one. Yeah, those are true miracles here at this latitude. I've seen guanabana where in equatorial areas and sometimes a little bit even on the Canary Islands. I haven't seen it anywhere in the Mediterranean yet, not even on the Costa Tropical. And here on the southern slopes of the Alps, it is really amazing. Tell me, folks, where do you know about growing guanabana anywhere in Europe or at similar latitudes in an unheated, half-open greenhouse? Tell me your opinion about this beautiful tree. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich farm of Pier Fazio in the conquered Africa. And of course, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.